and today we are going to be talking about how to master the blaster, all the crazy things that I've been able to use in order to make this weapon work on Grandmaster. Even though it's a little bit harder on Grandmaster, but on Master, this is literally feels like you're playing story mode difficulty. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is talk about how to upgrade this tree. So there are a few things that you're going to need skill wise in order to make Blaster be as OP as you need. First thing, survival wise, you're going to need survival skills and then go straight to focus sight. This skill is very important to Blaster being what it is supposed to be. You need this immediately. Next up, you're going to need parry push. Parry push is your best friend. You need parry push. It really helps you out. And that's pretty much it. Once you get those two, you're going to be pretty good. Now as far as Blaster itself, excuse me, you need to first aim to get point blank. This is your most important skill. You cannot play this weapon without this skill. This skill alone is your best friend. And then you can get all the rest, as you kind of go through it or whatever. And yeah. But this is really important. This one is really important. As long as you get these two, you're gonna be able to go crazy, right? Now let's talk about perk wise. What's your best loadout? Your best loadout is without a doubt fortitude, marksmanship, and ambidexterity. These three perks here are perfectly used to do everything that you need to do at the highest level of this game to where you can absolutely go crazy. So first, while we're here, let's start off with what you're trying to do on Blaster, right? So just go ahead and use evade, I guess. Hold on. So while you're out here, with the Blaster, your first goal is to learn an option select. So I'm on Grandmaster difficulty right now. Hold on. So let me just go ahead and prove this really quick. And I'm going to show you why this is much harder on Grandmaster than it is on Master. You can still do it on Grandmaster, but it's going to take a lot much more skill to do. Like, you have to basically be on your A game in order to make this work on Grandmaster. But just to go ahead and showcase really quickly what I'm talking about, Jedi Grandmaster. As you can see, parry timing is so small, but the moment you go from Grandmaster to Master, notice how there's a huge jump, right? And then again, another huge jump until basically you parry everything. This one's, somewhat like Jedi Master is, I feel like, the perfect balance. This is literally insane for how this game's ganking system works. So I would highly recommend you play it on Jedi Master. But you can do it on Grandmaster. You just have to use a lot much more option selects. So let's go ahead and do it on Grandmaster just to show you how hard it is, and then we'll kind of go from there. So the first thing that I want you to note is, let me just go back into the training mode here, is that whenever you are using this weapon, you have no weaknesses. There's only one con to this weapon, and that is you have to replenish your ammo shots with as you can see on that bottom or the left side. Once you're out, you have to hit with your sword, you have to hit with your blade, and that's the only thing that makes this weapon somewhat harder to use, because it requires for you to think. But there's an easy way to get it back, and that's hitting LBX. As you can see, you get 1/3 of your bar back. I mean 3/4 of your bar back. So this is a very good thing to use. It's like one of those situations where if you use this, you're going to be able to immediately, like kind of, how can I say it? You're going to immediately be able to get back to where you need to go. So that's the first thing that you need to know about this weapon, is that you absolutely have to manage your blaster shots. Now, the cool thing about this weapon is it has the best option selects in the game. So let's first talk about Blaster, right? So Blaster is your Y, and anytime you press Y, you can use this to get point blank, as we talked about here. So tough. It's kind of hard to do both at the same time, but basically, if you go ahead and press Y at any point in time in any of your strings, no matter what time a boss is attacking you, if you press Y, you are going to easily point blank everything. Now, what is point blank? It's that skill that we talked about earlier. Point blank will absolutely make it to where any attack that comes at you, unblockable or not, which means red attacks even, some red attacks it doesn't work on. It has to be some sort of like melee attack that you can kind of feel. But if you press Y whenever a melee attack is coming at you, even if it's an unblockable at the right time, you will get that parry off. Now let's see if I can actually go ahead and showcase this here. And remember, we're on Grandmaster, so it's, you know, it's not necessarily too hard, but it's, you know, you have to be somewhat precise in your timing. So it's kind of like a more of a preemptive thing, you know. And the good thing about it is you can time it and then do a second one, right? Bing, bing, right? You can do like kind of like that with it.
Stronger than a Jedi. Keep dodging. I'm not giving up.
Let me just go ahead and get a few more of these really quick. But yeah, your blaster is your best friend because whenever you have it, that's kind of insane. Anyways,
An enemy. Here?
your blaster can basically stop attacks from actually hitting you. Cool. Alright, so we got a good bit more. So whenever you have your blaster, any press of the Y will do exactly what that does. Now look at how much damage that does. This not only completely stops any boss dead in their tracks, you can immediately go from that blast into a parry, so you can still option select out of it. You can immediately go from that blast into another attack if that didn't already break their stamina. It does a butt ton of damage. It chips through the stamina guard as well. It's just literally the best parry in the game, right? So having the best parry in the game, on top of having an attack that stuns, attack that staggers, on top of it also stopping unblockable attacks, makes it the most valuable skill in the game. Literally, there's no other weapon in this game that can compare to this attack here. So you have to use it. That's what this whole weapon is built around, is point blank. That's why I say you need to get it early. So again, let's say you hit X. If you press Y right here, so let's say you hit Y and X. So you hit X, you're swinging with X, right? I don't want him to attack him. And you see I hit Y. If that would have been timed a little bit better, I can still actually point blank him, even if I'm not locked on. And that's the thing that makes this weapon beautiful, right? So that's the cool thing about this weapon, is if you get used to doing this at the right time. See, even though I was not looking at him, again, I'm playing on Grandmaster, so I'm making this much harder on myself, but that's the beauty of this weapon, right? So what this means is now you have the ability to parry and then parry again, because you also have your LB button, right? So if you're holding LB, so right there, notice what I just did. What I just did right there was I hit LB to parry whenever I thought the attack was coming. And now this is how you make blaster work on Grandmaster. It's an option select, because I'm doing two parries. I'm basically doing my first parry, which is me holding LB for the lightsaber parry, and then I'm pressing Y for the point blank parry. Now what does this mean? This means that if I do this, bing, bing, see, notice how I didn't get touched, right? Because if I press this and I click my Y, notice how I'm still holding my LB, because you can actually fire this while you're actually doing this attack. So what does this mean for you? This means that as a person who is actively like, that's tough. As a person who's actually, how can I say it, using the saber, notice how if I do LB, Y, notice how my bar stays up, right? So I can literally parry with point blank while I'm already blocking. So like, see? And look what happens. Now I'm not timing it right because I'm making it harder on myself, but you can hold LB and then still get a point blank parry like that, right? So this is the beauty of this weapon. So if you literally do this, hold on, where is he at? So look, I just did it right there. So I literally did LB, but I got the parry off at the right time, and then I immediately clicked that into a Y. It happened already. So that's the option select that you have here, right? So once you get this down, see, it just happened again. This makes it to where it's very, very easy to parry. Extremely, extremely easy to parry. Now another one you have is doing this, and then immediately going into your force push, that parry push that we talked about, right? Now I'm timing these perfectly, so it's working in my favor, so, you know, whatever. So I'm doing it again, right? So now another thing you could do is this.
Don't let him trick you.
You could do it like that too, but that, notice how that there's a little bit of a gap in between that, right?
Scored a hit.
So again, your option selects are to do it like that or the other way. So let's go ahead and try and basically simplify this. If you're holding LB, you're going to get your parry. If you press Y right after that, you're going to get point blank. If you press RT right after you press your Y, you're going to go ahead and get parry push. Another thing that you have in this game is the focus sight, which is you holding B. The good thing is anytime that you're holding LB, you can immediately go straight into actually doing this here. So you can hold LB and hold B. Why does it not let me do it? Oh, I know why. I don't have any force. I was about to say, huh? So yeah.
Let's move.
So now I can hold LB like this, and if I hold B, I immediately go into focus sight. This means that if I am firing a shot, I can immediately go point blank, parry, point blank, this. So that's a four-way option select. That is extremely strong in Grandmaster because this means that you can't get touched. Now remember how I said if you're attacking and you press Y, you can also do that exact same thing where you can point blank someone. So you're attacking straight into this parry, right? So now you're at a point to where you can attack with your blade, press Y, meet it into a LB, into a B, and it makes it to where you can't get touched no matter what happens, right? So this is very, very good. This is very efficient, right? Now remember how we said that your Y can stop unblockable attacks, right? So unblockable attacks are cool, but you can actually go ahead and do the exact same thing against those. So now let's talk about what you do in order to stop unblockable attacks. So the favorite option select I like to use is I like to press Y, right? And if I don't get it on that time, and I immediately hold B, and because they cancel right after each other, and I like to press Y one more time. So I do Y, B, Y. So I do bing, 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 right? Or I'll do bing, 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 and that'll also work as well. So let's see if I can go ahead and get an unblockable for him to.
Then please. Now BD.
Just get him up out of here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna wait till he does. That's crazy work. I could have gotten it though. That's what you're looking for. That little shot right there. I was trying to wait for it to kill him so that way I can just kind of, you know, mess around with him and try and show you how you can parry unblockables with Y, but it didn't really happen in my favor. But anyways, you can do that. So I like to do Y, B, Y, either this one or Y, hold B, Y. And both of these are very good at trying for you to get damage while you're also doing that, right? So that's very, very effective. This makes Blaster OP, literally OP. Now, on top of this, you also have, whenever you're talking about your ability to do extreme damage, so that's pretty much your option selects there, right? I always like to start my strings off with Y, because the quickest that you can get into your string means the quicker you can either hold B, or the quicker you can fire a shot and hold LB, going straight into this, right? So all of these work in your favor because, again, you're in a way making it to where you're always safe. You can always animation cancel, so it's like as if you're playing dual wheel but you're playing it on a blaster, right? Like bing bing, right? As you can see, this is a very fast shot. It's going very fast into that, right? into straight up this, right? So you can literally do bing, 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 right? So like bing, 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 right? It's really hard to interrupt that, right? That's a hard process to kind of get a boss to get in between. And I would say you can't get in between it because I have never gotten hit while I was doing that option select. Same thing with here, you know. That's really hard to get in between, you know. So with that being said, that's pretty much all of your option selects that you really need to know. This game is kind of, you know, simplistic whenever it comes to what you're gonna have to be dealing with. Once you learn the bosses, you're gonna, you know, be kind of good. But you kind of want to stay using your blasters because you need to. Now let's talk about your best like ways to take away someone's guard. So, or take away their stamina. A charge shot is your best friend because this does a butt ton of damage with marksmanship on top of having fortitude or whatever it's called. This shot does a lot of damage, right? Not only that, but it also takes people out of their armored attack. So I'll just go ahead and show that really quickly as well. Let me just get him out of here really quick.
Roger, roger.
Now notice what I just did there. So let's see here.
I will get you.
Let's see if I can get him to do a unblockable attack. See, it'll take them out of their red attacks. And this happens even for bosses too. So this is the beauty of this weapon. And as you can see, this does a lot of damage. So you can legit just play the range game with this weapon like really, really easily. But the main thing I wanted to show is that you can take a lot of mobs out of their why is there a yellow over there? Huh. Hold on, let me snatch this really quick. Did I die over here? I just started this game on. Maybe it knows something I don't. Who knows? I guess so. Okay. Well, I'll just take that free XP. I don't know what that was all about, but okay, we'll take it. Anyways, yeah, so whenever you're using your Y, you can really use it to kind of just completely disengage a lot of mobs in this game or completely ignore them. But holding Y is one of your best abilities because it does a crap ton of damage. On top of it also taking enemies outside of their attacks because it has a huge stagger ability, right? Now, if you also know that we have ambidextrous, which means every time you fire this blaster, your next attack gets your next lightsaber attack gets a boost. So damage wise, to make sure you're optimizing your damage for Grandmaster or Master, if you press Y and you hold X and Y at the exact same time, you get this sequence. This sequence is absolutely going to melt everything in this game. And the good thing about it is that it's not like game like rated, like range like limited. So you press Y for the first shot, right? You press XY at the exact same time, and notice how your fire shot so like it's getting charged in between. So I'll go ahead and show what this combo looks like here. See, you just absolutely melt everything, right? So bing. So well, he's already dead, but did you guys see how much damage that did? This combo is literally your best damage combo because of the fact that it's playing off of all of your perks. Fortitude is proccing, ambidextrous is proccing, and marksmanship is proccing. So you fire your first shot, right, to get that to make your next lightsaber attack do crazy damage. You hold X and Y at the exact same time, and notice how your charge shot is going to charge while you're doing that. A lot of people don't notice, but you can charge your blaster while you're actually doing your X, which means the moment that you let that charge X go, it's going to fire that shot, like so, right? And that is a huge amount of damage. But not only that, let's see here. Oh, hold on, he's right there. Let's just go ahead and kill him really quick.
Engaging in combat.
So, bing. Oh, it didn't give me another one. That's fine though. Cool. But you guys saw the damage already. It's insane the amount of damage that you're going to get by doing this combo route here. It's literally the most damage in the game that you can do, but it's also just your favorite like initiator for a boss. This also pretty much almost is guaranteed to break anyone's stamina in the game. So let's go ahead and get him up out of here really quick. See here, bing, 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 bing. Cool. Alright, so look, we're just gonna go ahead and bing, bing, Bing. See, it's automatically going to break their guard, right? And you leave that into your straps or whatever. Now notice how what I just did there, I parried him and then I immediately went into my Y. Why is that? It's because even if you parry someone at the right time and you press Y, that Y shot is still going to happen, and you can still hit your hold X after that, and you can get a lot of damage. So I'll go ahead and showcase that really quick. So let me go ahead and do that really quick. Cool. Let me kill him really quickly. Cool. So notice how I'm literally doing LBY, 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 right? Cool. So watch. I'll do it here. So notice how I did it right there. I did LBY, and notice how I didn't parry, but I did get the point blank to come off, right? I just did the option select. Now if I would have gotten the parry, the Y bullet would have still came out, which means now my ambidextrous is working. Now my parry attack is about to come out, and it's boosting that attack after that parry, which is, you always want to hold X. Holding X is your best like range finder. It's how you close the gap. It's also going to cause a lot of stamina damage. It does a lot of damage naturally. It's literally, you always want to hold X, right? So that's how you completely like demolish like a lot of these mobs. You know, you just completely like take them outside of the game by doing this right there. And then let's go ahead and talk about refilling your actual bar, because that's also extremely important to this weapon. Anytime you do get a parry that breaks their guard, or let's say you do the one where you do like this, bing bing, immediately go into your LBX, and that will give you all of your stuff back, because they're gonna have their stamina bar broken. It's almost dang near impossible for someone not to, you know, eat all of that and then, you know, be in a tough situation. So cool. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take one of these big guys and bring him down here. Cool. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here. Broke a little bit of my guard there, that's fine. Broke my guard again, that's fine. That was tough. I didn't get the attack off in time. That was a tough one. Didn't get the attack off in time. Hey, that's tough work. Bring him down here. See if I can try and get a point blank here. Boom, there we go. See, you can stop their unblockable attacks. That's what I wanted to showcase there. That makes this weapon extremely strong, because you can just completely just annihilate a lot of these bosses without you having to really think about it. Oh, he's over the bridge. Hold on, let me just kill him really quick. Easy work. Cool. I don't know how to get him to, you know, get over the bridge consistently, but that's just free easy XP right there. Yeah, hopefully you guys see what I'm talking about whenever I say that this weapon is absolutely insane. As you can see from my little option selects that I was doing there, you can stop unblockable attacks. And I'm playing this on Grandmaster. This is the hardest to do this on, but if you're doing this on Master, so let me just go ahead and switch it up really quick. This becomes dang near the easiest thing in this game to do, right? So now you have so many options selects. You do just like a crap ton of damage. So their aggression is, you know, lower. As you can see, it's going to be very hard for you to get touched, right? I definitely hit my RT, but that's fine. Cool. That's a tough break right there. See right there. Notice what just happened right there. I parried and I still got my Y to come out, which means now that next attack that I do is going to be amplified. So it works in your favor, you doing this option select. Cool. Go ahead and drop down really quick. Alright, cool. So now let's go ahead and try and do the option select here. Right, and then you get all of that back, right? That's my favorite thing, to get my strikes back. I was trying to do a parry there. I should just... Alright, that's going to give you all of your stuff back. Super, super easy to do. Super, super easy to, you know, implement into your gameplay. Now, I'm being a little bit unoptimal here just to try and showcase what I'm talking about, but let's say you do break their guard with something like this, right? So let me just go ahead and kill him really quick. Come up out of there. Alright, cool. Bing, bing. Oh, well, you died from it, but as you can see, you would do something like that, and that will give you all of your stuff back. That's a good way to break their guard and know that you can immediately get that off for free, right? Just go ahead and throw you up in there. Riddance. And the parries are much, much easier as well. Wait, he didn't die? That's tough. Cool. Now, watch how much easier this is. See? And you can still dodge after that, too. You can also do like this. Hold on, I messed that up. You can also do like this. Boom. As you can see, anytime they, you know, get thrown away, you can always... I did a mistake there. That's fine, though. Right, so that I could either have held B right there like that, or do something like that. As you can see, the option selects are insane. The only way you get hit is if you're not really paying attention, right? Which is what happened there. That was tough. As you can see, you can get it all back. And again, these shots do a crap ton of damage, right? That's tough. I was trying to do this one here. Let's see if I can get it. See, I hit my LB shot, but you know, tough. And as you can see, like, I'm able to literally cheese it right, and this is me just literally doing this for the sake of showcasing it, not really like optimizing it. But I'm just trying to show you guys that this battle with the blaster becomes super, super easy the moment that you start implementing these things, to the point to where you don't really have to think about anything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it, man. That's pretty much everything that I have to show you guys. Again, your XY is going to be your best friend. You have to have force in order to do this, I believe. Wait, did I reset? I think I did. See, you have to have force in order to do this, but if you have force to do that, that attack is going to be beautiful at setting you up to succeed in, you know, all of your Grandmaster or Master endeavors. Cool. You can have that little hit. Alright, let's see if I can try and get another option select here. See if I can get another one here. Boom. Straight into holding it. So this is a good one because it just kind of like, you do it like that and then you immediately hold. So if you don't get it, then cool. If you do get it, then it's still going to work in your favor. So I'll go ahead and try and show that one again. Again, you have a bunch of options. Like, you choose which one works best for you. Let's see here. Right, you see, I did the basically Y tap into hold B. Y tap into hold B, and I was able to literally kill that mob completely with just one point blank and still keep myself safe from an unblockable. Again, that is an awesome option select that you have whenever you're using this weapon. It makes it to where no matter what's going on, you're always effective, you're always doing damage, you're always putting yourself in a position to win. And again, with all these perks on top of all of this, makes it very, very beautiful and very hard to defeat. So with that being said, that's pretty much everything that I have for you guys, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys start, you know, kind of abusing it. Just remember, these charge shots completely take any mob outside of their attack that they're about to do. Even big bosses, even like actual bosses like Ravis and them, none of them can compete with that ability. It's just free, you know. So go ahead and finish it off with these guys. That's something that hit me. Alright. Ping, 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 ping. Get all that stamina back, right? Oh, I wanted to show this. You can also do a charge. That was tough. You can also do a charge shot parry. Oh, let me get some stamina back really quick. Where's he go? Where did he go? Did homeboy disappear? No, he's just chilling right there. Okay. Whatever. I wanted to show that you can also still get point blanks by releasing your charge shot as well, which is actually really, really insane. Because I don't think that's supposed to happen. I actually do think that that's a bug, but if that is not a thing, then yeah, you can do that as well, which is really, really cool. So let me see if I can try and showcase that really quick. Cool.
Stand up to me.
See? So it's like as if you're getting a point blank anyway. And that is a very good, powerful ability because remember, it's going to stun anyway, but I've actually gotten the point blank to happen from it, which is really, really cool. So let's see if I can get it from him. So it's like, again, you can use your charge shot as a parry, right? Like that. So it's absolutely insane how much power you have with this weapon. And remember, there are resource damage things that you can do, which means you just kind of go for this, bing, bing, needle into this, and you kind of go crazy. So I'll show you what that looks like. Yeah, you got kind of melted before I could finish it, but you guys get the idea. That's everything on Blaster, man. If you get good with Blaster, literally you can go crazy. Remember, you can always press your Y while you're in the middle of your blades. But you always want to start off by pressing your Blaster, so that way you can make your ambidextrous work. Always start off with Y, never start off with X. Unless you're trying to do that range finder by holding X, and then you're going to be really, really good off. Alright, man, it's Zuko, bro. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We are signing out.